Uh-huh.
So kind of going into that coaching realm, teaching some, some sort of that, because I also think there's a need for certain things. There are certain disabilities people have that our clients may have, I should say, and I've
Uh,
seen a few where you have to make accommodations. And I used to work in special needs
Oh, great.
as in the school district up north, and I actually just trained somebody with a client I had who was technically legally blind. He could see, but he was legally blind. So it was just making those accommodations for him to make him more comfortable and that kind of thing. So, I like teaching. Oh,
Awesome.
sorry.
All right, well, we're going to talk a little bit about that. So good,
Kelly.
good to have you on here. Very good. All right. Anybody else? Anybody else? All right. I want to make sure I cover everything that everybody wants to know about. Anybody else want to share what you want to learn today?
I want to learn more about the opportunities that are available. Sometimes I feel like I hear about things after it happens. I kind of want to be more in the know so I can make some formative decisions before things happen. I've been here 3 years and I'm just taking career visioning. I'm in it this week, and I'm like, I would have been taking this. So just looking for opportunities to grow and learn more about training and then the roles that support those things.
Okay. And which market center are you in? I'm sorry.
I'm in Tampa Bay, 395 North Tampa.
Okay. You're in
Chris
Stephen Bush's Market Center
Chris
or
McLaughlin,
Chris McGloss. Wait, are you in New Tampa or Tampa Central?
New
New
Tampa.
Tampa. New Tampa. Okay. Very good. Yeah. So were you on our class that we did with Career Visioning with Gene Rivers just a couple months ago?
Nope.
Oh, we had that in the region. Who did you take it with?
I'm taking it now. His name is Adam.
Oh, you're at Adam Hergenrother. Oh, you didn't. Oh
Santa.
my gosh. No, we have all those classes in the region all the time.
I think, well, what I found out was happening is there was an old email that they were going to, but
Okay.
I still am looking for like a place in the market center where all of that stuff is, so that I don't have to, because when I get in, there's like 100 emails, so I
Yeah.
think some things get missed too. So now I'm learning to just pay more attention, but still, I want to know kind of the opportunities, like she said, to move up because my goal is to be here for a while.
Okay. Well, awesome. So if any of you are interested in in opportunities, like if you want to learn about being a team leader or just any of the roles I talk about today, please make sure that you go into the chat and that you let me know, and then we will make sure that we get back in touch with you or contact me afterwards and say, hey, I want to be on the path to be a team leader or a mega agent or an MCA or whatever career path you might be looking for. Make sure that you let me know so we can get you into the proper training for that. The other thing is that we have an area for you to go to, which is called KW North Florida. So KW North Florida, and up there we have our events calendar, and a lot of our training events that we're having in the region are listed there. For instance, did you all know we're having business planning clinic coming up here in the next with Gene Rivers in the next week? So Gisette, that would be a great class for you to make sure that you're taking as well.
Awesome.
So if you guys just go to KW North Florida, I'll show it to you at the end. And
Yep.
then you can find all the training that we have going on in the region and make sure that you're taking those as well. So, all right, well, I see that we got most of our people. I'm recording this session now. So we'll just go ahead and get started. So this is our opportunity map. Can everybody see everything? Is my screen being blocked or whatever? Everybody can see everything okay? Awesome. Okay. Joanne, I'm going to let you tell me. My assistant needed to run out, so I'm kind of doing this on my own today. So I'm going to look to you, and if something's not working right, will you let me know on your
Yep.
end? All right,
I
very
can.
good. Thank you. All right. So again, this is our opportunity map, and I'm going to go through all the things that very rather quickly because we've got so much happening, but we got an hour and a half that I'm going to kind of go through all the opportunities of Keller Williams. But obviously, it all starts with you joining Keller Williams. And then there's a couple of different paths that you can go. A lot of people join us as a market center agent. You become a mega agent or mega agent team, and you may join us as an agent. Some people join us on the other side. They join us as market center leadership. So they join us as a team leader, an assistant team leader, or a market center staff person or MCA or in that area. But it all starts with you joining and either kind of coming in and being an agent side or a leadership side. So that's kind of where it all starts. And then as we move through this, I'm going to kind of share with you some of the things that we look for on that path for opportunity, where what we look for is we look for people that can be leaders now, and that's really, really important to us, because we want you to earn the right to be able to have opportunities within our company. You know, so many times as the regional director of the company, you know, we help select the MCAs, the team leaders, the operating principals, different people in leadership positions within the region. And a lot of times I have people come to me and they say, hey, I want to be a team leader. And I go, well, that's great. Tell me, have you taken any of our classes? No, but I'm ready to be a leader now. And I go, well, awesome. So tell me about some of the classes you've been to. Well, I haven't taken any classes, but I'm ready to learn. Well, you're a natural leader all the time. And so if you have that capability, what happens is that you're always going to be, if you're a leader, you're a leader. It's not about training people to become a leader. It's about people being a natural leader, so to speak. So we're constantly looking for influencers, people in your area, inside and outside, that you're a cultural role model, that you're following our models and systems, and that you understand our Y4C2Ts, and that you understand the Keller Williams mission, visions, and values, okay? That you're constantly coming from contribution, not from a mindset of scarcity, that you're accountable to your business, to your role, to the things that are important to you in your life. You not come from a victim mentality. Just as Gisette said, that you master the leverage series, career visioning, our 30, 60, 90, our success through others, that you take that you use that in building your business, that you master, use, and teach all areas of our command, because that is the platform, the technology that our company is being built and run on. So it would be really important for us to have people that are using command at a really high level, that you attend and then learn to train in your market center. Because Joanne, you said that you'd like to be a trainer, but actually, you know, you can be a trainer at any time in our market centers just by learning certain things like our GPS, our 411, the 6 personal perspectives, Ignite. You know, you can teach in any of the market centers just as a natural teacher, and teach the way that you know it. And as you teach, you get better. Does that make sense to everybody? Okay. So the more you learn about these classes that you can take, you attend them, and you get great at them, then you can train and teach them in the market centers. Now, a lot of our market centers will actually have market center faculty. That just means that you've been through some of the training to be able to teach it at a higher level. But many times we have agents in our market centers that are really great at one thing, or they've learned the GPS and they work with the team leader, and the team leader says, hey, I think you're ready to kind of teach this in our market center. So don't be afraid to ask your team leader that you want to have an opportunity to be able to go out and learn these, and then be able to teach in your market center. Attend, implement, Ignite on a consistent basis. In other words, know Ignite, use it in your business. Make sure that you have implemented all the systems of Ignite. Honestly, Ignite is for anyone who has done 16 or less transactions. Once you move to 16 transactions, then you move on to 36-12-3, which is 36 transactions, 12 years, 12 months of the year, lead generating 3 hours a day. That's what our 36-12-3 is. Then you would move on to buyer mastery, and then you would move on to seller mastery. And then you do those so well, you're able to teach them. Hold on for just 1 second. I'm just going to get me a water here. Hey, Brady. Hold on for just a minute. I'll be right. He'll get it for me in a second. So let's see. Read and use the MREA, the One Thing, or the Shift book. Now, hopefully you can get these in your market center. If not, you can go to Keller Inc. and order those. But make sure that you're reading and using the MREA, the One Thing, and the Shift book. Master those models in that book, the MREA, the Millionaire Real Estate Agent. Make sure that you're mastering those models and holding consulting appointments with your staff. And what we mean by that is, if you have a transaction manager, if you have a virtual assistant, if you have somebody that's helping you with your business, or if you're a mega agent, that you're holding consulting appointments with the staff of your business, and that you're mastering those and teaching those to them. Have a P&L. If you want to be a leader in our company and run a market center, it would be really important that we would see that you would have a P&L running your own business. Serve on the ALC as a member and lead committees. Know our KW tools and systems. Refer agents to the team leader and have a profit share tree. That's really important to us for people that we're looking for in leadership roles, is that you already have a profit share tree. Just as Gisette said, I think it was Joanne, one of you, that said that you have a MAPS coach, and so they're encouraging you to get better at those things. Support and be a leader in your region. Attend the Train the Trainer, get KW certified. Support regional and KW events plus attendance from recruits. Go to Bold, Mega Camp, Family Reunion, any key events for retaining and recruiting our people or for you to be able to grow. And we have Bold starting right now. So if that's something that you haven't attended, please make sure that you go and sign up for Bold, because that's a great way to be able to grow your business right now. You lead Keller Williams agents to events. So through your natural leadership style and through you being who you are, you will naturally be a leader to lead other people to our events. You attend franchise systems orientation. Now that's just getting started again. So we're going to be teaching that digitally. I believe it's going to be starting in November, or you attend it live. That would be in Austin. And then you complete all the required training for any position or be learning based to be able to learn those. So when you move into that role, you've already attended the training for that. So those are some of the things that we want to talk about before, just so you know, if you are looking for opportunities, some of the things that we would be looking for as leaders for those opportunities. So I'm going to start here first with the Market Center. And when you join as an agent, mega agent or mega agent team, some of the opportunities that are available. And then we're going to go into some of the other things that you might be interested in, which might be Keller Williams University or being a MAPS coach, being an expansion agent, like I said, being part of the Agent Leadership Council. If you choose to maybe launch a Market Center, hold on, because somebody just came back. Hey, Brady, could you get me a bottle of water out of the fridge in there, please? In our little storage room. You know where that is?
This one?
Yeah, that's perfect. Oh, thanks. There's more in there. Oh, in that refrigerator. In there. Okay. All right. So thank you guys. Sorry, I just getting a little dry here. Okay, so we're going to talk about the 7 levels of the organizational model. So this is where if you joined a market center and you wanted to build your business, these are some of the ways that you would learn how to build your business. So when you join Keller Williams, generally you're joining as an agent. And then as you grow, you're going to get an agent, and then you're going to get an administration person. And then generally there's going to be a career path that you're going to take. You're either going to become kind of like a manager of your team, or you may choose to take a leadership team, but you're also going to be building, you could choose to be a career path of hiring other agents to be able to build your team. And then you would move into more of a leadership position of your own team. So this is the path I'm going to take you on right now. And so first of all, when you join and you start a team, or if you already are agent, you start with us and it becomes you. And as you grow your team, your first hire is going to be your admin, your administrative assistant. Now, this is really, really important, because what we find is we find some agents come in, they bypass getting the administrative person altogether, and they move on to getting a buyer's agent first. Because the mindset is, we have so many leads, let me get a buyer's agent to be able to help with some of the leads. The challenge is nobody is there to be able to do all the administration work, to be able to handle those transactions, to make sure that everybody is getting the customer service. And we're also at this point going vertical. We're starting to build your team from a vertical perspective. So now you're starting to provide opportunities for people that you're hiring. So as we continue, generally that first administrative person that you hired is now becoming your lead admin. And then that lead administrative person then hires a transaction coordinator. And then as your team grows, you see that you're going to have a lead manager, or you might call it an OSA or an ISA, outside sales associate, inside sales associate. And you notice your first hire is not a buyer's agent, but a showing assistant. So that first hire on the buyer side versus being a buyer's agent is actually a showing assistant. Then as you continue to grow, the part 2 of this is, you can see you've got 2 showing assistants. that original showing assistant has moved up to become a lead buyer's agent. Your lead, that admin person that you have actually moved up and has hired transaction coordinators and listings managers. And then you actually have, from this original OSA or ISA, you've actually hired a lead manager. This is really important as we're moving through here, because what I want you to know is these people that started with you originally have gotten the opportunity to move up in your mega agent business. So it's not just KWRI or Keller Williams Realty or market centers that provide opportunities through our company. The opportunities actually come from some of our mega agents who are building teams, and how associates on a team can actually grow to have more opportunities on a team as well. And so now as this team is building, you see here that this is moving. We still have you as the agent where you started, but you can see now that you've split up your outbound and inside sales associates, and you can see here how this team is being built, and then it continues to grow. And now we have a listing associate or a listing agent, which might have been a lead buyer's agent that moved to a listing agent, and maybe you hired another a showing associate here. And then again, you want to see that you're going vertical in this, because these people here become the next layer. Now, as I continue to grow, you're going to see that maybe now we have a director of sales, which could have been the buyer's agent or the listing agent, but a showing assistant could have grown. They move into a buyer agent, listing agent, move into a director of sales. Maybe even this person here has moved over to be an expansion agent. And as you're taking career visioning, they should be talking to you about this as well, that your first hires, the people that you're hiring, are talented. They're very, very talented. So as you continue to grow your business, you're not always out searching for other people. You're constantly moving people up. You're moving vertical in your business and moving people up. So in this particular case, you see here that now we have 2 outbound sales associates, okay? We have, now we've moved to where we have a director of expansion, which could have been this director of sales. It could have been the director of lead generation. Could have been the director of operations that actually moved into this role. And now you see we're beginning to expand our business. And now you can see this is really the map of a mega agent business. So now you can see where you have actually moved out of the business. You're working on the business. You have actually hired a CEO, which could have come from any of these areas. It could have been your director of sales, your operations, your lead generation. This CEO is actually running the business and running all of this for you, and the director of expansion. So now you're working on your business, not in your business. And now you have something very similar to what a market center is. In a market center, this is basically, you would be kind of like the operating principal. The team leader would be the CEO in theory. The director of operations is the MCA. And then you have all of your agents working for you, or productivity coach working for you. And then you have all of the agents below you growing their business. So what is really, really important is for everybody to understand that a mega agent team is no different than a market center. They operate almost identical to each other. That's why we say, people that are looking for franchising opportunities, we always say, well, let's go help you grow a mega agent business, because your mega agent business is the same as owning a real estate franchise. Running a real estate franchise is the same as running a real estate business. So you can see here how big this can go. And then you see here with all these positions, how you're actually providing opportunities for everybody on this team to be able to have future opportunities by being on a mega agent team. All right, I'm going to stop there. Does anybody have any questions before I continue? So that was a little bit about how to build a mega agent team. Okay, everybody says we're looking good. Anybody have any questions they want to go off mute and ask me? Okay, well, let's continue on. Now we're going to move over here into the market center leadership side, okay, which is maybe after you've become a mega agent, you may decide, hey, I want to launch a franchise, or I want to become a market center operating principal, or maybe you want to take the route of being a team leader, assistant team leader, MCA. Looks like I might have a question. Let me see here. Okay, that's awesome. So I'm glad. I'm getting some little private notes here that people are excited about some of the things that I'm showing them. Okay, so let's continue on, and we're going to go on the market center side. So again, as I said before, you'd actually have an operating principal here. Then you would have a team leader. Then you would have, as I said before, the MCA, the assistant MCA. The team leader has the ALC. This is where all the associates are. You'd have a productivity coach, an assistant team leader, a director of first impressions, and then your agent services coordinator. So again, you can see how similar this is to building a seventh level team, as we call it. So it's the same thing. It's just you're building a market center with agents below you, or you're building your team with agents below you. So it's basically the same thing, but you have these leadership roles here to be able to bring into your companies. Now, we have people that from time to time are interested in a KW franchise. And the system for that is they show an interest. We take people through a screening interview. We take them through a job fit verification. This is the same thing that we would do for anybody that was interested in a team leader position, an MCA position, a productivity coach, any of those roles. We would use this same model, which is taking people through the career visioning process. We look for core groups. We as regional directors will make a presentation to the core group to explain to them what Keller Williams is all about. We find our operating principal and our core group. We then continue in conversation with the regional director. We continue the career visioning process with the operating principal. And when we're at a point where we think that the person that wants to launch a franchise or is interested in purchasing a franchise is probably the person we want to work with, then that's when we continue to actually do the paperwork to be able to get ready to launch that franchise, but not until we've actually been through probably a 30, 60, 90-day screening process and making sure that the person is the right person and has the characteristics that we're looking for to be able to award them the opportunity to move forward. So when we have a market center or we ask for investors to be part of a market center, we're looking for people, like I said, that are very, very influential and have kind of magnetism to be able to attract other people. So we start with some of these core group people that are interested in being an influencer in our area. And in doing this, we generally find the operating principal. From that operating principal, or from this group, we find a level of investors. We generally will find our team leader, then we will find our MCA, and then we continue to find additional staff, which would be our productivity coach. And then, as you can see, we go out and we have more people that join us that become either investors or what we call our core group. Our core group, when we launch a market center, consists of agents that are interested in being part of something fabulous as the Keller Williams system. Okay. So we look for people to be prospective investors that physically join a Keller Williams market center. They generally will commit to bringing in additional cappers. This is why I say it's really, really important that people have a profit share tree in our system, because that's what we look for. If people are looking for opportunities within our company, as we're saying, well, do you have the influence to bring other people into the Keller Williams system? Once we see that investors have that opportunity to bring cappers into our company, that's when we allow them to actually become an investor and write that check. And this is the reason that this is important. You see here, this is our operating principle. And so you would see here, these might be the 5 investors, okay, that we make a decision to come into our company. And then these investors here bring in 5 people. So when this happens, we have 6 people, 6 people, 6 people, 6 people, 6 people. So we basically have 30 people that is going to build the market center that essentially builds itself, because we're starting off with such stellar people. And then the ideal core group member is someone that has high volume consistently. They're very learning based. They show a recruiting influence. They have a positive background, financially sound. They have a great local reputation, and their KPA profile is complete. In other words, we've done the career visioning and we find out that they are a good fit for our Keller Williams model. You know, we're a very learning based company, and people who are not learning based that want to be a part of our investor group, that's rather a challenge, because we're such a training oriented company to train people to be the best that they can be, that if we don't have people who are learning based and believe that they can be, not come from that scarcity mindset, That's very, very important for us to have the right frame of mind and mindset with people that are joining our company. And so again, the characteristics are people that are head turners, that they have influence. Now, there's a difference between influence and popular. Sometimes we have people who are really, really popular. Everybody knows them, but it doesn't mean they're influential. What we're looking for is we're looking for people that says, oh my gosh, Sally joined Keller Williams. I've got to go and talk to Sally because if she did it, I've got to find out what happened. Popular people are popular, but it doesn't necessarily mean that people will follow them. We're looking for people who are magnets that want to make money through our model, not around our model. That would mean that they're using everything that I had on those first two screens, our models, our systems, our tools, our command, they've read our books. They're millionaire real estate investors. They've read the one thing that they know all of the tools and systems that we're using. They're of the highest integrity, and they will never sacrifice a transaction. In other words, a transaction is never worth their market center's reputation. They will never sacrifice the reputation of the market center for a transaction. And then the four things the operating principals do as part of their job is they bring the vision. Where is this market center going to go? In the next 5 to 10 years, where do I see the opportunities for this market center? They bring capital, it just depends, but it's going to be anywhere from $150,000 to $400,000 to launch something. They bring the accountability of the team leader role, and then they bring the value. What is going to be the value to be able to attract and be a head turner in their community? And the three things the investors do is they call the operating principal on a regular basis, and they do this to say, how can I help? Many times we have investors who make a decision that say, hey, here's some money, and we never see them again. That's not the way that our investments are meant to be. Our investments are meant to be that if you're investing, that you're calling the operating principal, you're constantly engaged in helping with the growth. You're writing notes of encouragement monthly to the agents and to everyone in the Keller Williams in your market center, and that you're constantly referring 4 valid leads a month to the team leader. That's because you want your investment to grow. So it's really important, not only from a profit sharing perspective, that you're getting a piece of the profit share of that office, but that you're also helping the market center grow by referring leads to your team leader. So I've kind of gone through what a market center looks like and what a team would look like on a market center and the opportunities there. We've talked about market-centered leadership. I'm going to go in more in depth into what those roles look like. And so what I'm going to talk about now is the team leader, some of these roles here. We're also going to see, like, if you are part of Keller Williams, if you want to be a market center investor, we kind of shown you what we expect there. There's other opportunities too, depending on the market center and the operating principal, where you can invest in mortgage company and be an investor with an operating principal in a mortgage company, a title company. On the market center side, there's market center expansion, property management companies, mortgage companies, title companies. We talked about the Associate Leadership Council, that would be another opportunity. So you can see here from these two areas as to how you can grow into other opportunities of Keller Williams. So I'm going to stop. I'm going to ask if we have any questions so far. Any questions so far? I don't see anything in the chat. Okay, let's continue moving forward. And then I'm going to talk about all of these things here as we're coming up. Keller Williams University, MAPS coaching. Of course, everybody is available, eligible for profit share. I teach a profit share class that I would encourage you guys to join. It's every month. We teach profit share. So what we look for, if any of you are interested in a leadership position at a market center like a team leader, the ideal team leader candidate that we look for are generally highly aggressive and highly social. We look for a certain behavioral style, their physical, their leadership, their persuasiveness, their responsiveness. Real estate knowledge is important, but that's not a deal breaker. We're looking basically for a great past track record of success, someone that's of the highest integrity, that they build relationships quickly, that they have that certain leadership mentality, and that they can succeed through others. That's probably the most important part, is working through people and not around people. Their job is to implement the OP's vision. This is to grow the market center by recruiting top talent. Team leaders must be able to recruit and not have a fear of making calls or having conversations with top people in our industry, because this is the key ingredient to be able to grow the profit share of our agents. A team leader's job is to grow the profit share of the market center agents. That's it. It's not to grow the market center, it's to grow the profit share of the agents in the market center. And when we do this, everybody wins. Their job is to lead the market center by leveraging their staff. A lot of people say, gosh, that seems like such a big job. It's a very big job, but when you leverage yourself through your staff, the job becomes much easier. You learn and understand and use our Keller Williams tools to achieve your goals. Become a great consultant, because our market centers only succeed because our agents succeed. If our agents are not succeeding and growing their business, then we are not a valid company. Our mission statement is to build careers worth having, businesses worth owning, lives worth living, experiences worth giving, and legacies worth having, and legacies worth leaving. So that is our mission statement. So it's really, really important that we're consulting our top 20% of our associates to make sure that they have the business that they're looking for. To lead and develop the associates through the leverage, attain dominant market share, and then build a market center to acceptable profitability. And as I said before, to leverage that staff. Now, a market center administrator. This is more of a leadership accounting role in our Keller Williams system. It's probably getting less accounting based and more honestly operations based. We do look for full charge bookkeepers, somebody that's been an accountant. Again, they're verified by our KPA. We also do an MCA assessment test to make sure they've passed the accounting piece. We're looking for somebody that has computer skills and admin skills, good communication skills, and a servant leader. A real estate background is helpful, but that's not essential. So again, if you know of anyone that might be interested in a leadership position, such as a team leader, market center administrator, we have those roles available now. And the job fit profile for that is they implement and they drive the value systems for the market center. While the team leader is consulting the top 20%, the MCA is consulting the 80% of the agents. They, like we said, they do bookkeeping, purchasing, general office skills. They assist the team leader in growing the market center, and they supervise the office staff. And they always transmit that monthly data on time so we can profit share. The other roles that we look for that's a leadership position in our market centers is what's called a productivity coach. They're a recognized leader with high integrity and a track record of business success, driven, team player, problem solver, a quick learner. This is somebody that's going to help take our agents in our market center and grow their business to the next level. And some of the things that we look for there is they're going to increase the productivity of non-capping associates. We want 25% of our associates in our market center to be in this program, and we want 50% of them to all achieve production each month. That means we would want to see that at least 50% of our agents in our market center are producing on a monthly basis. We want to see that they're having 20 appointments a month, and that they're meeting with 5 people, and that they're grossing one person, and that they have a 4-to-1 conversion on their gross recruits, and they're netting 3 associates per month. So this would be their goals here, to hit these goals and to be able to make this happen. And this is primarily through new agents. And then they're going to drive attendance and active participation in Ignite and Bold. Now, this is something that we teach in the career visioning and the success through others. This is when you hire people, and I started off by saying that you earn the right. Well, people earn the right to have the job in the Keller Williams system. So what this shows us here is, this is somebody that's new to the job. They start up at the top. I'm sorry, this is you. If you owned your team, or if you were the OP or the team leader and you hired someone, would be you at the top. And then here would be the hire, the candidate that you selected for the position. So you can see here, as the graph goes up and we get to this 30, 45 day mark, what we're looking for is, how is this person achieving this role? Because when you see here that when we get up here to this about 45 days, We want to see that this person is basically taking over the role. So at 60 days here, that they're basically moved into the role, and they understand and are doing it at the highest level. What happens on your side is, as the leader of this particular person, you're starting to see that your accountability is starting to lessen and lessen. So now it becomes more it's constantly support and supervision, but it becomes less and less as the person that you've hired has more achievement and training. Then they earn the right to have the job. Now you're moving into, basically, after a few months of being in the role, you're moving into success through others. How are you continuing to provide success and opportunities for these people that you brought onto your team or into your market center, so they're succeeding at a high level, so they continue to grow and have other opportunities within the company? That's why it's so important to master the career visioning process, because that really is the key to finding the right people for many of these roles. So just as a reminder for our KW value propositions, we have our education and training, our tech, our history of our company, our market centers, our industry specializations. You can see here growth, consulting, coaching, our business models, accomplishments, events, health and wellness, profit share, compensation, and culture. I'm going to show you where you can find some of these within the organization. So first of all, we have our books, our Millionaire Real Estate Investor and our Millionaire Real Estate Agent, and then our Shift and our Flip book and our Hold book. And you can find all of these resources on Keller Inc. So if you write that down, kellerinc.com, and when you come to the website, it's going to take you to areas where you can order the books. Many times your market center will actually have these books for you. But importantly, I want you to click resources, because when you click resources and you come here, you're going to see that we have all of these resources available for you. So when you click the Millionaire Real Estate Agent, you see here that you have all of the things that the 192 tasks list for Mega, the MREA quiz, the economic model exercise, book club topics. When you click on the one thing, you can see here that it just actually takes you to the one thing website. What I love here is on the Millionaire Real Estate Investor, there is actually, and many people don't know this, there's actually an investor presentation workshop. It probably needs to be updated with just some more recent stats, but there's an investor workshop that you can download, and you can actually present this and have this in your market center and invite your clients to it. But anyway, there's all of these different tools here for you to be able to use. We've got our Shift and our tools on our Shift. All of the different things here, Flip and Hold, all of the different things here from all of the books that we have. So resources is a really important tab. And if you want to just go and look at any of the books and be able to order those, you can do this at any time here. There's actually also some resources and different things that you can order off of this site. There are other tools as well, pictures and some different things as well. So that's a little bit about Keller Inc. If you're looking for that. Whoops, hold on, let me get back to my PowerPoint. Where'd you go? There it is. Okay. Now we've got the one thing. This is the one thing website. This is really, really important. And by the way, if you're looking to build your profit share and you want to be able to send out a great book to somebody, or you just want to give a book as a gift to your clients, the One Thing book is a really, really great book to be able to share with your clients. By the way, we have a blog, so you can go in and blog and learn more about all the things that Jeff Woods takes you to about the one thing and all the different, I mean, this is just really great about time blocking and your journey and building stronger habits and sleeping and all the different things. Okay. Eating, any of those things. Okay. We also have a podcast. So when you go in and you listen to the podcast, it's all kinds of different things about clarity. This is right now for exponential growth, and they have guest speakers on here. You can see here, supercharging your goals, extraordinary results. So he does a lot of interviews with a lot of really, really great people that you can go and listen to. So make sure that you're signed up for that podcast. And again, if you're looking to recruit or build your tree, this is a great way to be able to send this out for people to be able to have access to this. And then there's a lot of free stuff that you can just go on. Goal setting, it's clarity on your tools, someday goals, finding a balanced life, all the different things that you would want to have. The 66-day challenge for some of you that might be needing that. Anyway, all kinds of stuff that is on this site here. So that's really, really important. And then you have, this another site that I like. It's technology.kw.com. So if you want to learn more about our company and learn about our technology from an agent perspective, these are all the tools that we have from a technology perspective. So you can go and scroll here and learn all about all the different areas of command. Plus you've got KW Connect that will take you to training, and not to mention the training that we have with our own Donnie Brookman that we have every Wednesday that we have training. Our consumer experience to learn more about our consumer app, our team experience to learn more about teams, or just to generally explore anything about our technology. This here is a session that we have every week. We have on November 3rd, we have a technology session. So you can get notified, you click there. And I think that all of the ones that we've had in the past, oh, watch a previous session are right here. So that's something else if you're interested in that. Headquarters tells you everything about Keller Williams, tells you everything about our company, our leadership. It tells you everything about all the great things that Keller Williams has done recently. So you can see here, if any of these things are important to you, the people want to know who they're listing with or who they're buying a house with, you know, everything about our company and what we've done is listed here. Our Outfront magazine is another great tool to be able to learn about all the different things that we're doing within Keller Williams. Okay. Our recent stories, the training that we have. There's the way that you can subscribe to that. Featured videos. It tells you about what's going on in the market. You continue to scroll down, and these are all the mega agents that joined us recently. So there's a lot of great information there. And then finally, you have joining Keller Williams. This is something that is really important, where it tells you all the most recent statistics about everything that's going on in our company, our growth, our Keller Cloud. Like if you look at this, we've got 208 million home searches, 1.9 million marketing designs, 1.3 million leads generated, 56 million contacts nurtured. So you can see that our technology is really doing a great thing for us. And you know, what's interesting is that, do you know, we sell close to, let me just get you back up here. We sell close to $1 billion a day in real estate. If you look and see all of our numbers, we sell close to 351. That's almost $1 billion a day in real estate that's sold through Keller Williams. So this is really, really important for you maybe to utilize, to be able to take your buyers or sellers if they want to know the strength of Keller Williams. Then the podcast that I was KW Connect, let me take you there. And then I'm gonna, when I take you here, I'm also gonna take you to where you can find more information about our company. So you log in to your site, to your intranet. And that's gonna take you to KW Connect. And when you click here, I want you to actually go here to resources, and then you're going to go to KWU. And when you click on KWU, it's going to say KW opportunities. And when you click on this opportunities, what happens here is it's good. Again, it's going to have this little map. And if there's things that you're interested in, like education, you would click here. If you want to be a bold coach, a KW Kids instructor, KWU approved instructor, you click here and it tells you all the things that you would do or the things that are required. And then of course you can work through us as the region, or you work through your market center and they can give you some of the areas or the people to contact that can help you with that. Oops. If you want to learn more about business ownership, leadership opportunities, wealth building opportunities, growing, all of those things can be listed here, and or you can contact us as the region and we'll be happy to help you as well. But the other thing that's really important is to know that KW Connect is really just a great resource for you for anything up here, all of your training and different things that would be available for you. So let's go back here. Oh, we got a question, it looks like, in the chat. Do I see something here? Well, we just got a terrific book, so good. Glad you like that. All right, so let's move back here to my presentation. Move back here. All right. So we've been through the KW Connect where you find other opportunities, the podcast. I also want you, I've already talked to you about the one thing. I also want you to think about think like a CEO. That's Gary Keller. I think there's probably 4 or 5 seasons out now. I can't remember because I just keep listening to him, but really, really great information. I'm not sure how many of you are familiar with Rich Dad, Poor Dad, the book, but he had Keith Cunningham, which was actually the rich dad in the Rich Dad, Poor Dad book. So I would encourage you guys to go and watch these podcasts because the most recent one was probably like a month or 2 old now, right around Mega Camp. He had the Keith Cunningham interview, and it was really, really great for the business that we're in right now. So this is where we basically got started. We talked about our market center opportunities for an agent, mega agent team. You can be a member of the Associate Leadership Council. You can move in to be a market center operating partner where you can continue to build your opportunities here. If you chose to, you can take the leadership path and you can have market center leadership opportunities, be a team leader, assistant team leader. You can be a market center investor, mortgage company investor, title company investor. Anytime you're available to have profit share, anybody can have that. We have market center productivity coaches available. I'm a regional director, and a Keller Williams regional operating partner is another role. These are probably, I would say, the 2 most difficult roles to be able to get within our Keller Williams system. I would say that you would probably need to be within our company for a certain period of time, but certainly those are something that you could aspire to. Over here on the market center side, if you're interested in becoming master faculty, Joanne was interested in that, then that would be something that you would talk to us about or to your team leader about. You would take right now, those classes are not available, the training classes that we have, but after we get out of the COVID, there's going to be more about the KWU certified trainers, then moving into master faculty. But honestly, you can just become market center faculty and just get started there. And that kind of gives you a great start to be able to move up into getting KWU approved. If you're interested in becoming a MAPS coach, I didn't have that one out there for you for some reason. That would be when you log into KW Connect and you're interested in becoming a MAPS coach or any of those roles, you would just, hold on, I'm not logged in up here for some reason. You would come over here to, I'm looking for maps. Hold on, they keep moving things on me. Oops, am I logged in? Yeah, resources, maps. Where did they put it? Sorry, guys. Memberships, growth, calendar, maps. Well, now I can't find. Oh, here it is. Duh. Maps coaching. So when you click on maps, if you're interested in learning anything about this, all of the information is listed over here. So you would just click on any of these things here and it would give you information, and it would tell you how you would work into becoming a MAPS coach if that was something that you wanted to be as well. Okay, so all of that is available to you here. And it's just on this site under resources and then MAPS coaching. Again, Keller Williams University, that takes you to here where there's opportunities, and we even have MAPS coaching opportunities here as well under education. And it would be, if you wanted to be a MAPS coach, you would click here and it would take you to the qualifications, and then it would click you here and it would take you to all the qualifications here as well. That's probably the best way to get to it. Let's see. And we talked about all of these things. So I guess what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop right now and say, what kind of questions do you have? You know, I know we go through this fast, but this is kind of like just an orientation to kind of give you a quick snapshot of some of the opportunities that are available for you. If you're interested in learning more about certain things, that's where you'd contact me at georgiaonmymind@kw.com. and georgiaonmymind@kw.com, and just drop me a note and say, hey, I might be interested in being a team leader. Might be interested in knowing more about MAPS coaching. How do I get information on being a trainer? We'll either help you, I'll give it to Ashley, and we'll put you and direct you in the right spot to be able to to talk to somebody. And we're always looking for talent. So, being a team leader is something that you're interested in. It may not be something that you're ready for now, but maybe in the next 2 to 3 years, you might be interested in being a team leader. Let us know so we can get you on the right path to be able to learn what those opportunities are. We start you actually recruiting and building your tree, because part of the opportunity of being a team leader is the recruiting opportunity. And so we want to see that you're capable of doing that and building your tree. So isn't that a great opportunity to be an agent, learn how to recruit, build your profit share tree, and then move yourself while you're building your team to become a team leader in our Keller Williams system. So and market center administrator, productivity coach, any of those roles we have available within Keller Williams. So I